This is Rohan, and today, we have another update video to do because, it's very important that I do so. In the background, I decided to get some more Julius mode gameplay going because, again, he's pretty cool. Gonna be restarting from scratch with this one, so yeah, let's go. So yeah, let's talk about, the important thing that I need to mention is the fact that, I'm gonna be starting my job the day this uploads. And then that means that, I'm going to be very busy because, this is a full-on job. Because, I'm going to be working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So, a lot of work for me to do. As a result, that does mean that, gaming and this channel is going to be a hobby for me, basically. So, So that means that, I'm not going to be able to, upload as much. I also can't, comment as much too. I'm going to need to figure out, what I'm going to do about that. But that's okay, because I don't want to start a new playthrough during November, probably. I might still upload like random videos, but we'll see about that. We'll see what I decide to do, because again, the main reason why is, of course, I want to get used to my new job, but also, there might be a lot of changes coming in, there might be a lot of changes coming for me next month as well, so yeah. So I don't feel like it's wise to start a new playthrough yet, basically, so yeah. So instead, we're just going to, we're just going to, again, like I said, I'm probably just going to, not upload for a little bit, just, not worry about that too much, so yeah, it's fine. But anyway, so yeah, that does seem, that's a good thing for me too, because I'm not so sure, what game I want to play next on the channel. Let's talk about that a little bit too. So yeah. So in terms of like games I could play on the channel, I think one of the big ones is probably, Pokemon Black and White 2. Because those games are very important to me. Black and White 2 might be my favorite Pokemon games in this series too, so yeah. So that's why, again, I do want to do it on a channel, just that, with my current laptop, I can't, it's just not going to be a good playthrough in my eyes, so yeah. I feel like I could do way better if I just wait, so yeah. And also, Black and White 2 as well, it needs a lot of setting up too, so that's why I don't see it in the next playthrough. So yeah, that's something else to think about as well, so yeah. Again, there's gonna be a lot of preparation, so I want to see if I should play challenge mode, because Black White 2 obviously has that. Again, I'm not so sure if it's like a good difficulty for me to start the game off, because again, it's not perfect. Even though again, some of the things it does have seem pretty cool. It's just that again, I don't know if that's something I want to do. So yeah. And then also, there's other things too. I want to test to see what I can, do with, I basically want to test to see what I'm, able to do with just, emulation stuff. Like, can I still do, memory link? Can I still, that's the main one. Because, I think I know how to get, because I did figure out one way to get Challenger to work. You can use, you can basically use a cheat code to do that, so yeah. Most likely, if I want to play for Challenger, I'm going to be using something like that. And then I'll see if I can get Unova Link working, or the Memory Link upgrade as well. It's actually cool, because it's a pretty cool feature that I would like to show off, so yeah. So we'll see about that. But anyway. So a lot of pointers. Also, I'm not really sure what Pokemon I use in a Black White 2 playthrough as well, because there's a lot of good options. A lot of I really like to use in that game, so yeah. Especially considering that, you have the Mewtwo moves too, so yeah. There's just, like I kind of getting at, there's a lot to think about when it comes to, there's a lot to think about when it comes to Black White 2, so yeah, I don't really see it being the next playthrough, but I do want to, do it one day, so yeah. So we shall see what I decide to do, basically, so yeah. Anyway, for other games, I'm not really sure. Once again, let's think about, the series I'm pretty good with. I mean, another, you can also kind of tell another thing too. You could say I'm also waiting for something to happen as well. Because what I was saying with Black White 2, so yeah. But yeah, we might get into that in a bit. But anyway, so yeah, it's all about Black White 2. Of course, there's also, but here's the thing too about Pokemon as well. Because of Legend CA, and me actually enjoying it quite a bit, to be honest. It does make me in the mood to, try other Pokemon games too. Like, one day I wouldn't mind trying the 3DS games too. I think one reason to maybe do them next as well is because there's much smaller scope when compared to Black White 2, but going out of order like that seems very strange, so I'm not so sure, and that's something I want to do. But again, like I said, that smaller scope might be very nice, so yeah, I'll think about that. Yes, again, yeah, basically one game has like, X and Y, then even Sun and Moon. There's just, less to worry about, so yeah, that's one reason why I wouldn't mind, playing them instead, but again, it would feel very weird going out of order, so I'm not so sure that's something I want to do. But again, like I said though, that is because, Legend C is actually a game I actually quite like. It would be cool to show off X and Y with, what I learned with Legend C as well, so I'll think about it. But again, I don't know if I'm going to do that because again, I'm not so sure if it would be wise to, I don't know if it would be wise to do that, before Black White 2, but I guess we'll see, because again, Black White 2 is a sequel to Black White, and I already did Black White on channel, so yeah. So we'll see about that. But anyway. So yeah, so that's the Pokemon side of things. But of course, there's always Colosseum XD2 if I still want to play Pokemon as well. Because yeah, they're gonna be unrelated to the other games, so yeah. To remember how to change stuff up in here because yeah, I probably want the axe. Because you actually can't lift upwards with Julius here, so yeah. But anyway, I'm basically just exploring and seeing what I can find basically. I'm wondering if there are collectibles here. I feel like no. I think it's just you're Julius. This is how you start. This is how you're gonna end. So yeah, I think anyway. But I guess we'll find out anyway. So back to talking about things. So yeah, again, Colosseum XD. But the thing is, though, is that with XD being a sequel to Colosseum, I obviously want to probably I obviously want to show Colosseum first. So we'll see about that. But I don't mind doing that just because they're great games. So we shall see about that. They're great games, I don't mind showing up on the channel. Again, making a team for Colosseum will be a bit difficult. XD may be a little bit easier because of more variety, but I guess we'll find out. I might even, summon different team members too, because it seems like something that is more part of Pokemon design philosophy, especially with how, Legend CA is designed, so that's kind of interesting. But anyway. So once there is that, I mean, actually it hasn't been that long since my last Fire Emblem playthrough, that's pretty sure, but yeah. Things could have been a lot with Fire Emblem. Of course, one thing I could have done is, Awakening, because I did play through, Fates on the channel. See, it wasn't the most perfect playthrough because once again, emulation's a little bit difficult for my laptop when it comes to 3DS games, but I really want to play Fates on the channel after learning more about it. So yeah, I mean that's one reason why I did that. But again, Awakening comes to mind. I do wonder if I should do Awakening or I wonder if I should do either. It's interesting. I could do either Awakening or Echoes, because Echoes is a remake of Fire Emblem 2, so yeah. Yeah, so I could technically do it. And yeah, there's no way I'm going to be playing the original Gaiden on my channel, so yeah. And yeah, Julius is stronger now, so that's good. Because yeah, he's doing a lot more damage to us, so that's awesome, but anyway. So back to talking about things, so yeah, so again, yeah, what am I trying to get at here? Like I said, yeah, with the 3DS round games, yeah, I can do basically whatever I want. Another thing I was thinking about too is maybe showing off Fates' DLC, but I don't think I need to do that, so yeah, I'm probably not going to, so yeah. You know, yeah, I haven't done SFA, and it does sound kind of interesting, so yeah, maybe something I think about one day, I don't know. I think I'd rather play, you know, a new farm game. And you see on which, yeah, there's also Atelius games too that I can play one day as well. Again, it's kind of similar to, you know, Black and White 2 in that regard, because, you know, I want those playthroughs to be the best they possibly can be. Because, you know, Radiant Dawn is probably my favorite game in the series, so yeah. So we'll see about that. So those are my main series, of course. Well, before I started channel base, or in my early days, but then of course Persona would become a main pillar. Of course, one day I really want to show off Persona 4, so yeah, that's obviously come to mind. Of course, because I did play through some 3DS games before, also means that yeah, I could play through what am I trying to say, the Q games. I didn't watch play for Q2, so yeah, that's maybe something we can think about one day, so yeah. I think, yeah, considering, you know, Q1, it's all about the Persona 3 and 4 cast, you know, working together. I've only played part of that, so yeah, I might want to wait again, so yeah, we shall see. I think it makes sense to, you know, experience these characters in their main games first. That's just how I feel, so yeah, again, it might be a lot for Persona Q, and of course, yeah, there's obviously more S&T games to think about too. A lot of them are on the PS2, so could happen one day. I do wonder what other games could be quite interesting. I do wonder what other games could be quite interesting as well, because of course there's S&T Nocturne, DDS, even some like handheld games too, like Devil Survivor 2, so yeah. Again, with S&T, I know that, yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of options, so yeah. So that should be quite interesting. I'll think about that, obviously, but again, I think, because again, I mainly focus on Persona, maybe I'll just, you know, stick to Persona for the time being, I guess we'll see. But anyway. So of course, those are the main things. Of course, there's probably some other game series that I wouldn't mind checking out too. Because again, I haven't shown off, you know, a Final Fantasy game on the channel for one reason, or for one thing. There's probably some other game series I wouldn't mind, you know, checking out for the first time too, but yeah, let's go on to something important that I was kind of told by my colleagues at work, actually. They're basically like, yeah, maybe I should play a game that I really want to play, basically, and not really, you know, worry too much, you know? Because again, I think the idea behind that is that, yeah, because I'm gonna have, you know, less time on this channel, obviously, because again, it's gonna be a hobby, I might as well, you know, play whatever I want to play, you know? So yeah. I can definitely see the appeal to that, because then, like, let's say that, yeah, the game I want to play on my own is also the game I want to play on the channel. Then I don't have to worry about, you know, playing two games at once. That gives me more time to do other things. So yeah, that's one way of looking at it. So yeah, we'll see if I decide to do that. There's definitely some games that come to mind, but again, it kind of depends on if I think I can, you know, do a good job playing on the channel. I think that's another idea of it too, because I don't want my commentary to be, you know, too lacking. I guess you could say, I think that's one risk of, you know, doing these first time playthroughs on the channel. It's just that, yeah, me being less familiar with the games means that, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be, you know, I wouldn't say free. I'm probably gonna feel less confident. I think that might be one thing you might notice when, you know, I was playing this game. Again, I probably didn't sound as confident playing this as, you know, my other playthroughs. But again, none of this makes sense, this being, you know, my first time playing a game like this, so yeah. So yeah, again, we'll see. Of course, yeah. Again, the amount of games I can play is definitely pretty decent, because again, there's just, you know, I'm decently versatile when it comes to that, so yeah. So again, that's some future plans again. I guess another thing to consider too is I don't have to, you know, upload a playthrough as well in November. Again, I could do some one-offs. We'll see if I decide to do something like that, but yeah. But again, those are some of the others. Again, like I said, yeah, I do really want to do Black White 2, but yeah, not right now. But again, who knows? Maybe with some of the changes that happen next month, maybe it'll become a lot easier. I guess we'll see. Anyway, it's again, like I said, I don't like how it records at the moment, so yeah. So we'll see about that. But anyway, so as for what I've been up to, because yeah, I'll mention that. Yeah, it's been going pretty decently. Again, like I said, Legends EA has been actually quite a lot of fun to be honest. It's a game that, yeah, I'm not really sure how to rate at the moment. I have watched my brother play through it as well, so there's also that. Yes, again, it's just, you know, not a perfect game by any means, but to be honest, yeah, it's kind of charming at the same time too, so yeah. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm not really sure how to rate it, but again, it's a game I, you know, enjoy at the very least, and it's not, you know, completely broken too. There is another game that came out recently. That game just doesn't work, which kind of upsets me, to be honest, because of it's basically a game that was trying to be like another game that came out before, but it just kind of fails in every aspect. At least that's what one person said in their video. So yeah, that's not Legends ZA, in my opinion. It's definitely playable and also quite fun too. It doesn't feel like, you know, a cheap knockoff or something else. So yeah. Of course, yeah, I guess another weird thing is, you know, going from, you know, Elden Ring, which I played recently, to, Legends CA, that's probably gonna have a bit of whiplash, but hey. It is kind of funny, though, because, again, I much prefer Elden Ring's take on open world, but Legends CA is definitely not terrible, like I kind of keep saying, so yeah. So yeah, again, it's it's definitely a bit weird, but yeah. Hey, let's see it again. It's a game I quite like, and again, yeah, I'm really enjoying the Pokemon I'm using too. The story's pretty decent too. Again, like I said, we'll talk more about how I feel about it later when I do, you know. I still want to do my, you know, thoughts on the games I played video, because again, it should be pretty interesting, because yeah, I played quite a few games this year, so yeah, we shall see how that goes. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's mainly everything I want to talk about. So yeah, again, like I said, yeah, I'm gonna have much less time, you know, commenting on videos and playing games, obviously. So yeah, but again, who knows what will come off, you know, me working out. Obviously, I guess I should mention too is that yeah, one of the YouTubers I also watch, I'm probably not going to be even watching his videos, because yeah, he's going to be playing Metaphor. And yeah, that's a game I actually want to play on my own, basically. That game's interesting to me, because in his update video, he basically said that, yeah, you can play the game without a guide pretty easily. And now I'm thinking, do I want to do that, you know? So yeah, I'll think about that. But again, yeah, Metaphor's definitely something I'll think about, just because, again, it just seems like a really good game, you know? So yeah, that's kind of one reason why I want to play it, so yeah. It just seems like a really good game, so maybe I'll think about playing it in my own time. I don't see myself doing it on the channel unless I feel very confident. So we'll see. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a Switch 2 game, so yeah. Probably, you know, PC is probably the way to go. I mean, it could happen, because yeah, we had Persona 3 Reload, which apparently people don't really like on the Switch 2, but anyway. Yeah, I guess that's something too. I've been playing Legends ZA on the Switch too, so yeah, I've been getting to experience the console, and you know what? I do kind of like it. Like yeah, yesterday even my brother even showed off, you know, how Scarlet Violet plays on the Switch 2. It's night and day. It's way better on the Switch 2 when compared to, you know, the Switch 1. And it's still like, you know, Poppin', for example, but again, it's just, you know, the improvement on the game is definitely commendable, so yeah, and yeah, Legends ZA runs really well on the console too. Again, people saying the game runs badly, I wonder if that's the Switch 1 version they're talking about, and then it's like, duh, Scarlet Violet were atrocious on the Switch 1, so yeah. So I don't really see why you would subject yourself to that, you know, unless you had no other choice, right? So yeah, it's interesting, but yeah. It's interesting, but again, yeah, I'm liking the Switch at the moment, and yeah, my brother even got the bundle with Mario Kart World, so maybe I'll play that as well with him. We shall see. But again, I'm gonna have much less time to play once again, so yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway. So yeah. And yeah, who knows what other Switch 2 games I could get as well. You know, I heard great things about, you know, Don't Up and Answer, that could be Game of the Year. I'm thinking it looks like it's gonna be Clear Obscure, which again, that's another game I could check out too. My brother showed me the demo for it, and yeah, the game looks great. So yeah, I don't think it was a demo. I think it was part of Xbox Game Pass, all that got really expensive. So yeah, but again, that's a game I could check out too one day. We'll see, because again, it is turn-based RPG, so I should feel right at home playing it. So yeah, so we shall see. Again, there's just there's a lot of games to be excited about, so that's definitely one good thing about gaming right now. Even, you know, the racing game side too. Like, yeah, we got all the good kart races, Kirby's Air Riders, people are really hyped for. Because again, Sakurai, yeah, this feels like a passion project from him, and that's why, you know, people are really excited for it, myself included. I don't know if I want to play it or not. It kind of depends, you know, because again, there might be other games I want to check out too, so yeah, we shall see. Because yeah, I don't want to, you know, spread myself too thin, you know, I don't want to have a massive backlog. That's one thing I fear about not being able to play games as much, so yeah. So we shall see. But again, yeah, game looks great, and if I get the chance to play it, I'll definitely see myself enjoy it. But again, yeah, I still kind of like what Mario Kart World is about, you know, despite what people sing about it. And then Sonic Crossroads, yeah, I'm also pretty excited about that game too. So yeah, and that's why I mentioned other racing games too, like of course Tokyo Extreme Racer, which I want to check out one day. The new NASCAR game that came out, that one's great too. That's a pretty interesting career mode as well. Again, the game kind of feels like a basis for, you know... The game kind of feels like a basis for, you know, even better NASCAR games to come, because this is the first time that studio made a NASCAR game. But again, yeah, the game looks great to be honest. And again, if they build up on it for more titles to come, that should be very interesting. So yeah. And yeah, definitely look a lot more positive when compared to the F1 games, because you know, the EA thing that happened, but we'll see what happens to that. And of course, that also applies to Need for Speed 2, because that's also EA as well. So yeah. But again, Laser was game out, yeah, I'm definitely very happy with how racing games are going this year, considering it is probably my favorite genre of games. Which again, that's a bit surprising considering I haven't played a racing game at but who knows. Maybe that'll change just because again, I want to play what I want to play, you know, we shall see. But again, that'll only happen if I feel confident playing a racing game, no? So we shall see. But anyway, yeah, I think that's, you know, mainly everything I wanted to discuss with, that's mainly everything I want to discuss with, you know, my current situation. Again, we'll see what comes of it. I will still, one thing I have been doing is that, yeah, I've been basically documenting my Legends CA playthrough on the Discord channel. I'll keep doing that. Maybe I won't be able to, I mean, yeah, I'll try my best, you know, keep everyone up to date with that. But again, I'm probably not going to be playing it as much as I am currently, but we shall see. Again, though, I still want to, you know, try and beat the game because, again, I actually really enjoy playing it, so yeah. Again, I'm not so sure what to rate the game, to be honest, because, again, it's difficult. Because, yeah, it's very difficult, because, again, you know, I don't think it's perfect or anything like that, but I'm having a fun time playing it, and that's what's important, right? So, yeah. So, we'll see what happens, obviously, so, yeah. Like I said, I'll keep up to date with that. I wouldn't mind doing that with other games too, especially if they are games that, you know, my friends are interested in seeing me play, so yeah. Anyway, I think that should be good. Because yeah, I beat 2 bosses today, and yeah. But yeah, the cool thing about Julius said is that, yeah, I said in my last slot that he can't super jump, well, that was a lie. He definitely can, so he can basically explore everywhere in the castle, so technically, yeah, if I really wanted to, I could go out to the final boss. Like, right now, but it does seem like, yeah, you do get more powerful by defeating bosses, so yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is a mode I really like. Again, I don't really see the need to show it on the channel, because again, it's just, you know, Also, I realized that, yeah, I could do the whip dangly thing. Finally. I needed a way to deal with these stupid small enemies, and yeah, I think I might have found it. So, yeah. That's cool. But anyway, so yeah, but yeah, what's in this? See, that should be everything, yeah, again. Again, Jules said, yeah, you can basically speedrun if you really want. That's kind of interesting. Again, yeah. There's also called hard mode. I actually did, I guess I could show this. I actually went through boss rush, the day I decided to. I went through boss rush the day I decided to, edit the final part, and I actually did get both of the new weapons, so I guess I could, give them a quick showcase right here. It should be middle one. But yeah, that's the positron rifle, which seems really good actually. It hits multiple times, and because it's a gun, it has really long range. And then the other weapon is the Vel something. Velmanway, I believe? Yeah, Velmanway. And this weapon, I believe it's a Symphony of the Night reference, so yeah, because I'm pretty sure there's a weapon like this in that game too, so yeah. So yeah. So yeah, again, yeah, I really enjoyed playing this game to be honest, so yeah. But anyway. So that done, yeah, I basically told out everything I want, and again, like I said, yeah, you're probably not gonna see me upload that much, but hey, if you still want to stick around with me, that's awesome. I obviously have a lot of other playthroughs to watch too, so yeah, that can also fill in the time as well. I'm thinking that's what, some other people are gonna be doing. And again, we'll see what I decide, upload during this month. Hopefully, again, there will be some interesting stuff, so yeah. But anyway, because of changes that happening. But anyway, and then yeah, hopefully by December I'll figure out what I want to play because again, considering what I said, yeah, there's definitely a lot of options. And again, I really want I really want Black White 2 to be that, but again, like I said, that's gonna take a lot of preparation that I probably don't have the time for. Maybe that'll be something I think about over Christmas holidays, but I guess we'll see. But anyway, so again, yeah, that'll be everything with this update bot that went all over the place, but that's okay. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this will be me signing off. And yeah, I wish everyone, the best for this month. I hope you have fun, playing new games as well. Again, like I said, Copy Riders is coming out this month. I can definitely see a lot of people enjoying that. If you have the Switch too, I hope you continue enjoying that, playing more the games on that. I didn't mention Dog Up with Answer, but yeah, that game also looks incredible too. Maybe I'll consider it as well. There's also coming the Forgotten Land for me as well, with its Switch 2 version. That might be something I think about too, so yeah. Again, yeah, just, I wish everyone the best, and yeah, we'll see how, things go, because again, things are going to be changing a lot for the channel, obviously, so yeah. So again, we'll just see how it goes, and I'll do the best I can with making videos. I think that's all I can really do, so yeah. But anyway, so yeah, look forward to what I have in store, and if you're on my Discord server, yeah, I'll, keep everyone up to date with anything important that's happening, so yeah. And yeah, look forward to look forward to everything. Look forward to what I potentially have in store for my next Hopefully 2. Also, maybe give me some suggestions too as well of anything that could be interesting. I was suggested maybe checking out Fate Shadow Dragon in my last update video. That could be a fun maybe one-off because I did play through Shadow Dragon before. It sounds kind of interesting. It's just like yeah, again, I want I want the playthrough to be better than my Fate's playthrough if I was to play through all of it. So if it's easier playing 3DS games, I'll think about. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see again. Also depends on what do I have the time to play as well. So yeah. Anyway, so those are my rabbits. I did want to make this a kind of longer part too, just because again, like I said, might not be uploading for a very long time. So yeah. So we shall see. But anyway, so that'll be that. So yeah, next time, yeah, we'll see what I decide to get to, and yeah, I'm gonna be focusing on my work, obviously. And yeah, look forward to whatever I have in store, whenever I next upload, and then yeah. Also, again, like I said, I'll try to keep up to date with everyone I talk to as well. I'll try the best, obviously. Because again, that's gonna be a bit more difficult. So yeah. But anyway, second, thanks for everyone that decided to stick out with me for this long, and yeah, if you still decide to stick out with me as well, I really appreciate it. So yeah. Anyway, so look forward to whatever I in store in the future, and yeah, I hope to see you guys again for that.